welcome everybody back to Crypto Jet, where today we're talking about Vechain. But before we get into Vechain, let's look at Bitcoin's chart a little bit so I can show you a cute little concept that I found to be very useful when looking at the market. So first and foremost, do you notice that Bitcoin at these 2 points is actually creating a higher high, right? So obviously, if you're not a degenerate like I am, this price is higher than this one. And guess what's happening at the same time? Well, right here, you see the relative strength index, or the RSI indicator. And you can see that the RSI is actually moving towards the downside while price is moving towards the upside. Well, this is called an RSI divergence, and it usually is one of the indicators that show a change in momentum or direction in the market. Now, moving on to Vechain, everybody knows what Vechain is. It's a supply chain based blockchain network that is meant to help large companies track their stuff and be able to more efficiently track every single piece in production and store it on the blockchain network. So I have no idea why they have a lot of these features listed here, because it has nothing to do with the actual project, but I guess it is just the technical stuff that I'm too retarded to understand. So when it comes to proof of authority, they're one of the more unique networks that actually use this sort of blockchain infrastructure. And the point is that BMW is currently testing Vechain out for their own supply chain systems. So they're huge, and sorry about this this in the background, but they're huge, and don't underestimate Vechain for the future. Now we will take a look at the chart in a second or two, but first and foremost, we have a market cap of over 10 billion for Vechain, and this could be a lot higher, to be completely honest with you. Now moving on to CoinDesk. Bitcoin retreats from all-time high. Okay, thank you very much. I believe all of us were able to see that. And some artist is offered pay with Bitcoin. Well, newsflash, nobody really cares. Everybody knows that everybody's getting paid in Bitcoin these days. Miami to give Bitcoin yield from Miami coin to its citizens. Okay, it makes perfect sense. Maybe not to you, but to me, that Miami coin does give their coins to Miami, since they're called Miami coin. Lastly, we're moving on to the Vechain chart, and as you can see on my right hand side, Vechain is one of my light blue or turquoise beautiful little coins in the selection of coins right here. So what we can see right now is, let me just zoom out tremendously so you can see what I'm talking about. We have a logarithmic chart situation here. So if you press this little log button right here, you will extend your chart to show a larger sort of so look, if I don't go in the log chart, the chart looks like this, right? It's ugly. You can't really do anything with it. But if you go on the log chart, you can see a way more. So it takes into account all of these lower prices and makes them equal to the current prices. It's too complicated for me to understand. But basically, what we see all the time is patterns such as these. So right here, it's like a counter trend line, and then once again, we have a huge counter trend line, and we've actually broken out of it. So currently, Vechain is completely bullish, and I believe the next target is at least the previous all-time high level during this bull run. So that's the $0.26 mark, whereas we're currently at the $0.16 mark. So that's like a 40% price increase. But the next target, judging by fib extension levels and whatnot, could be very well in the $0.5 mark. Now, don't trust me on this, but pay attention, and definitely it's a good time to wait for Vechain, perhaps at some sort of a retracement. So if we find a retracement into fib levels, it would be a tremendous opportunity to actually purchase Vechain, aiming for the 0.5 or almost 200% increase in price. Now that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe for your fellow degenerate friend, if you want to see me in the future, and I'll see you all in the next video.